Welcome, or hopefully welcome back to my channel. Got a good video here for you today. If you could subscribe and hit the like button. I never thought I'd ever say that online, but it really does help, and I'm trying to grow. So if you could help me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the video.
But instead, he turns left and cuts in front of everybody.
Okay.
And we were 3 people back waiting in line. So I got out of my vehicle and I said, "You don't see us all here waiting in line? You know, you just cut in front of everybody. It's rude." And he gets out of his vehicle and just starts cussing at me and acting like I'm the one in the wrong, calling me a pussy.
I haven't watched any of this video yet, but it's from my hometown of Bradenton, where I live. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of crazy lives in my neighborhood.
How we doing?
Hey, what's up, man? So I just came up. I just got picked up from work. Right?
Okay.
So I came to pick up my stepdaughter's medicine. I pulled around and
hold on, real question. Question, real quick.
The other guy was just somewhere over there. I really don't care about that.
Okay, all right.
So I came around and there's a line, right? So over here at CVS, there's 2 lanes. There's one at the window and one at the other side. So everybody's waiting in line. So I just went around everybody and went to the other lane, not where they were waiting at. So I went around and he comes up to my fucking window. He's like, "What the fuck is your problem? You think you're special? You think all this?" He's literally like this. Probably even closer. I'm like, "Bro, get the fuck away from me. Back the fuck up." And as soon as he said, "Fuck you," and went like this, I fucking pushed him. You shouldn't be in my fucking face. I'm telling you, I really don't care. There's 2 lanes. If you know I don't care, then why are you still here telling me bullshit? Just go back to your car.
Okay.
So I really don't get what the fuck his problem was. I get he was fucking waiting. He should have just went around the first fucking car.
Okay.
I understand that I touched him, I pushed him. I understand that.
Okay.
But he shouldn't have came to me.
Right.
I have kids in my fucking car.
Okay. So he came up to your car and you got out of the car?
Yeah, I got out of my car. He should have never came up to me. He don't know what the fuck I've been through all day. You don't know what someone been through. I probably would have been mad. Probably would have been pissed. I probably would have punched him straight as he came in, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I pushed him so he could back away. He said he's pressing charges, so I really don't care about that. Whatever y'all gotta do, y'all gotta do. You know what I mean?
You got your ID on your bus?
No, I don't. Actually,
Is that him right there in the gray, the white?
yeah, that pussy ass perfect.
So what we're, hey sir, I'm pulling over. Well, you let them stay over here. Go talk to him. I'll get his information. Watch out.
He's pushed up against my truck.
Thank you.
Hey there.
How you doing?
I'd be a lot better if you guys weren't here, just letting you know. I'm an ex-police officer and I am armed at the moment.
All right.
I'm sitting there in line with my buddy. He's picking up a prescription. We're like 3 cars back, and they're around the corner from where you would turn to come into the lanes here. And this guy pulls it in, squeezes in between, and we don't know, if he's going out of the parking lot or what. But instead, he turns left and cuts in front of everybody.
Okay.
And we were 3 people back waiting in line. So I got out of my vehicle and I said, "You don't see us all here waiting in line? You know, you just cut in front of everybody. It's rude." And he gets out of his vehicle and just starts cussing at me and acting like I'm the one in the wrong, calling me a pussy, and threatening me.
Word?
Yeah.
That's uncalled for.
And I said, "Really?" I said,
No,
"You're gonna."
what was uncalled for is when he pushed him.
Yes.
And he pushed me so hard in my chest with both fists that I flew back into the side of her vehicle back first.
Where were you at when this happened?
Yeah.
I was about 2.5 feet away from him after he got out of his vehicle and stood up, squared up on me.
So
we're standing like
But
we're standing
he
like
skipped
this.
us.
We're standing like
We
this
trying to
distance
get
apart.
our medicine, and he swerved in front of the car and skipped
This is my
everybody
neighbor.
in line.
Anyway,
You
so
don't
we're
do
standing
that.
about this distance apart while I'm talking to him.
Okay.
And he's the one that chose to take it to a physical nature, and I did not retaliate. And I'm happy you guys are here, and I would like to press charges.
All right. Is there 2 lanes over there?
There are 2 lanes.
Okay. Did he get in the other lane or did he cut in front of you guys?
All right, let me describe it again. There were vehicles that were both in the lanes that are facing this way.
Okay.
And around the corner from the building, there were 3 vehicles, and we were the 3rd one back. He passed everybody on the left as the first vehicle started forward to go turn into where somebody pulled out, and then he pulled in front of them. And I'm the one that got out back there. The guy in front of me should have been laying on the horn upset, but all of us, he cut in front of all of us.
Okay,
and instead of admitting he was in the wrong, he chose to be a jerk.
Okay.
Okay. I'm actually confused with this one. I just went to CVS yesterday, and there are 2 lines, but you don't wait in one row to go to the other line. There's 2 active lanes, and you choose which one you want to go into. Why you would wait all the way 3 cars back in the one that goes to the window instead of the one that goes to the air thing? I don't know. I think that's what he's trying to explain. But that in itself doesn't make any sense. You have an option to go to the other lane. And if you don't do it, oh well. Then you're going to wait. That's what I'm thinking he's saying happened. I don't know. Hopefully it'll make more sense the further we go on.
But my question is there 2 lanes for the drive-through pharmacy?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And you were on one lane, and then he went on the other lane.
No. You're still not understanding. There's 2 lanes that were occupied.
Oh, there's 2 lanes
Around the
occupied.
corner from the occupied lanes, there were 3 vehicles waiting for those 2 lanes to open up. And when one opened up, he went around us and cut in front of everybody.
And then you got out of your vehicle and you
And I
pushed
said,
him,
hey, that's not cool.
and then he got out, and then he put his hands on you.
Yeah, and then after he called me a pussy and see that I didn't back down, he decided he wanted to take, he's like, fuck you, and he punched me in the chest, shoved me back into her vehicle. I wasn't squared up on him. I was just talking to him just like I am to you right now.
Okay. All right. And you, once again, you say you want to press charges.
Absolutely. And I got witnesses here, so.
Okay. All right. Just give me a few minutes, all right?
You bet.
I still don't get what he's trying to explain, but it doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is the guy pushed him. And I don't care what kind of mood you're in and all. If you do that, you're going to go and get charged for it. But I hope it was all worth it.
You don't put your hands on nobody.
You're just a witness, correct?
Yes, sir. I was sitting in the lane next to him when it all took place.
Okay.
I couldn't even hear the lady in the window.
Simple.
Like on the other side between the police car and the truck?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
It's probably a good idea. Can you go with him?
I was going.
Okay.
I'm not in the wrong, sir.
I didn't say you were?
He was just a passenger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple.
I just happened to be sitting there and got my truck hit. So when they hit my truck,
Did you see?
I was like,
Did you see the?
I saw the whole thing.
Tell me what happened here in your own words.
He was like 2 cars behind me. So I pulled in to the window lane on this side, and then I didn't think, I didn't know nothing about I didn't know what was behind me, but I did see him because he got out and was in his back seat doing something. So I saw him behind me when I pulled in, and then next thing I know, the other one pulled out, and then he whipped around. And so he came around and said, hey dude, you broke in line, it's not cool.
He said that from his car. Did he get out of the car?
He got out of the car and went up there. I mean, he just said, hey, that ain't cool. And then I don't know if he's having a bad day or what, proceeded to get out of his vehicle right away and up in this dude's face. And, actually the dude is like, hey, he's telling him. And then...
So during the interaction between him and this guy, were they closer to his car or this guy's car?
They were closer to his.
See that? Okay.
Yeah. Because he was like, I think so. That one must have pulled, I don't know. But he was right behind me, so I was like, I figured he'd pull around. But he came out and he just said, hey, dude, that wasn't cool. You cut line. And then this dude started breaking bad and started using all kinds of foul language, calling him and everything.
Okay.
I take offense to that because I grew up in the hood when I was a kid. So, you just don't do that. And then when he shoved him all the way across into my truck.
How close were they when they got shoved?
He was probably about that far away from him. But he shoved him. I mean, literally, he hit my truck. And I was like, oh, hell no. Because I love my truck. And I was like, 911.
Okay, so you want to call you.
You know, but I mean, it didn't dent my truck or anything, but it, you know, it moved it. So he shoved him that, you know, hard enough, you know, to do that.
Yeah. Alright.
And then that's when it kind of broke up because I was like, I'll just dial 911, you know. And then he pulled out and whipped her in here. I was afraid he was going to leave. Couldn't get his license plate because I couldn't see that good.
Alright. You mind if I get your ID?
This is the stuff why I stay over at the lake more often. Go fishing. It's a little calmer than this stuff. I don't do this. But when he pushed him into my truck, I was like, oh hell no. But when he threw the N-word, that really went over the top with me. Because that's not something you do these days. You just don't do that.
You have a good phone number for me?
So I'll
get you out of here, sir.
I was like,
Did you get her phone number?
Yeah.
yes. I was just trying to get out. And then all that happened. I was like,
I'll get you out of here as soon as possible.
okay, honey, that's fine.
You got her statement?
Camera, yeah. I was a witness.
That's your witness statement.
Alright, well,
Have it?
yep, you're all
You
good.
good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry.
No.
But yeah, I didn't want it to get any worse than that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you for staying.
Oh, no problem.
stories and everything?
Yeah, I already got stories.
Okay.
So,
Let's go see. Sarge about to go look see those cameras.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you see what happened with the one incident over there?
The guy skipped the other guy and went to lane 2, and it was just a fight.
So my understanding, they're saying that however they got to arguing, like I guess the lighter skinned, the white guy got out of his car and approached the other guy.
Yeah, he
And he said the Hispanic looking guy got out of the car. He said they were just arguing.
They were arguing.
And they said the Hispanic guy, the white guy saying the Hispanic guy pushed me so hard to push me back into my car. The Hispanic guy's like, no, the guy was in my face, so I pushed him back.
Well, he was in his face and he pushed him back, so yeah.
So was it like, would you say that the Hispanic guy was protecting himself, or was he being an aggressor and actually starting a
No,
physical
he was
confrontation?
protecting himself because the guy got out his car first and pushed him. In an argument way, so.
So it wasn't like, douchebag, and he pushed him,
Yeah,
it
it
was just like,
wasn't
get out of my
like,
face. So it's more of a defensive type movement?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got his word against his word, and I don't know, I need somebody that saw it that's not on somebody's side.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
So you're just saying he pushed him back because he just was in his face?
He was in
Okay.
his face.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ooh, the plot is thickening. Now we know what really happened.
Independent witness inside, and Beyonce doesn't want to get involved. She saw the entire thing. He gets out of the car, approaches him. They're cursing back and forth.
That's what she just said.
So
I think she literally said that he got out of his car, approached him. He got out of the car. They were yelling back and forth. They're about this close.
I said, was it aggressive or was it like get out of my face? It was like get out of my face.
Yeah.
So I said defensive or aggressive. She said I was definitely defensive. He came out of his car and approached him. He pushed him back. He gets his face like get out of my face.
There's no crime.
no crime. Alright.
Still write this up. We're still gonna write this up.
As,
Write up his information.
okay. Alright.
Explain it. You gotta explain all this to this guy. You explain everything to him.
Okay.
Good? Make sure you're not.
Nope, that's all. Alright, sir. There goes your information back. According to a witness inside the store, just the way you approached him, he was just defending himself.
Excuse me?
So there's no crime here.
Do they have video surveillance in the drive-thru? Please go watch it.
We have 2 independent witnesses.
How about the lady that saw him shove me into her
Yeah.
car door? I was doing nothing more than talking to him in a manner that he didn't like, but I was not threatening him. I was not squared up like I was going to fight him.
You're getting a little defensive right now.
Yeah, I am, because you guys aren't doing your job. He assaulted me.
You got out of your vehicle and approached him aggressively.
She's a passenger.
Please give me your information.
We'll give you a card and everything. We'll write this up and document
This is a
it.
shit.
So go get you got a case card?
She is.
Full case number. We're going to do an information report. Full case number.
Okay.
Is there a supervisor here with all these officers?
Yeah, it's right
I'm sorry. Can you get him, please?
Well, I'm really surprised about this. This guy used to be an officer, and he's asking for a supervisor? Seriously? You know he hated it when anybody else asked for one, when he was a cop. And here he is doing it. And also, why is he so determined to press charges on this guy? He's the one that got aggressive. The other dude just pushed him away from him. I believe the independent witnesses because they don't have any emotion in this. So let's see what happens.
No, I have some.
Nowhere do I know of where you can go up to somebody and shove them forcibly when they have done nothing to you, and that not be assault.
So my suggestion, highly suggestion, would be not to approach somebody's car.
You can suggest that all you want, but his conduct was assault.
His conduct was you were in his face, and what they said inside was his face, and that he pushed you back.
So you're telling me that speaking at this distance even is too much.
I'm telling you, I listened to what you said. Well, what he told me that you said. I listened to what was told from this person over here. That one got an outside person who's on either body's side and asked them exactly, explain to me what happened. What they explained to me that's happened is that you approached them. I asked him, I said, did you see the push? He said, I absolutely did. I said, was it an aggressive push or was it defensive in order to gain some space, and it was defensive. That was the independent witnesses why we're going where we are.
And was that the lady in the car whose vehicle I was shoved into?
No, this was the pharmacist. I'm sorry I have to say this.
I know exactly where this is. It's on Manatee Avenue. That's the M Shack where they have all the hot dogs and ice cream and hamburgers and stuff. So, just wanted to put that in there.
Okay. I would like your cards, your badge numbers, please.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Let me just get a phone number from you real quick, boss.
Am I being under arrest or anything?
Nope.
No. But he is in the wrong for getting out of his vehicle, right? And approached me. I mean, because like I told y'all.
That is the reason why you're not being arrested.
Because, like I said, he doesn't know how my day is going. I could have fucking pushed him as soon as he came up to me.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
And I understand I'm in the wrong for pushing him.
Yeah, correct.
But he shouldn't have came up to me.
Yeah, my only suggestion would be just don't put your hands on somebody next time.
Look, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. If someone comes up to me in the threatening manner, I'm going to hit someone in the mouth. That's just me.
That's a G thing to say. I agree. But
I didn't do that to him because he's older.
He came up. Okay, he came up.
He didn't come up to me respectfully.
No, that's what I'm saying. And you gain space is what we're saying. All right. So you're nope. You're good.
I'm good. Just him and Theodore need to watch his damn back. Get the fuck out of here.
What's your phone number, boss? All right. I mean, you're good to go, man. Unless you got any questions or you want the case number or anything.
Yeah. Can I have the case number?
Yeah. All right. Just give me a few minutes, all right?
I really want to thank you all for watching. And what I've gotten out of this video is none of the adults were adulting. Why did everybody get so angry so quickly over a drive-through at a pharmacy? I thought Floridians were more laid back, especially in West Bradenton. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next, and we'll finish this one off. Alright, bye!
Can I get a card from you, Sergeant?
I'm sure, and I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off and wait on that phone call for an hour.
I understand.
So that's why we are where we are. We have two different people saying two different things.
I had no plan of coming back in here, but what's going on with the person in the green shirt? What's on their head?
Two independent witnesses saying that you approached him and that when he pushed you, yes, he did push you, but it was to gain space as a defensive maneuver, not an aggressive maneuver as far as battery is concerned.
And what about the verbal threats to cause me physical harm before he did that? That has no bearing in the case at all?
Like I said,
yeah, see, I don't agree with the decision you guys came to or the way you came to it at all. And I intend to file a complaint and furthermore look and see if they have video surveillance.
Yeah, we'll be looking for the video too.
That lady whose car that I was shoved into, can I get her name? I got her license plate number before y'all got here.
The report number's written down.
Okay, I appreciate that. Let's go.
I want to see if you can get Beyonce's information inside.
You can try.
Because she's on camera saying, you know, it's not.
You had that recording?
Yeah. And she didn't say she didn't want to get involved. She was just like seemed bothered.
Yeah, sure.
So
That's the drive-through pharmacist?
Huh?
The drive-through guy?
Yeah,
person?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, she was working at the window, but you had this independent witness too saying the same thing, right?
Yeah.
He approached her car.
Yeah. He seemed clear. I was like, asked her, I said, well, she thought that he was in the right. And this guy was in the wrong. So we were asking her what's going on.
I'm gonna go and try and get the video.
That's fine. We go in, or we're talking to her, and she's like, "Well, yeah, you shouldn't have pushed her, or shouldn't have pushed her." I was like, "Well, did this guy get out of his car and approach him, or like?" She was like, "No, this guy got out of his car and approached him because he cut in line. He was in the wrong, so they were letting him know that. This other guy shouldn't have got out of his car." And I was like, "Well, so when the pushing happened, how close were they?" I was like, "We're, you know," and she was like, "They were like close." I was like, "Okay." I said, "Were they by his car or by this car?" He was like, "Oh, they were by this car." I was like, "Okay." So he pushed him like to get out of his space? Yeah. I was like, "Okay." Next time, don't get out of your car.
You approached me.
Yeah, don't get out of your car.
That's why I said I had to that you don't just approach people's cars.
Yeah, that's why you don't do that.